And finally, Too Good to Be True in 1988.
Too Good to Be True was my first movie. I was so nervous. I had to do a kissing scene with Lonnie Anderson.
Oh, Lonnie Anderson of...
Luscious Lonnie Anderson.
Oh, Burt Reynolds' ex.
And Burt was with her at the time.
Oh, my God.
So he shows up, and I got to say, he wasn't very nice to me. But I remember the scene where the first day, and it was also, the kid was, don't tell me.
Gary Coleman.
No. He's Doogie Howser.
The little doctor boy.
Yeah. So he
was his name Drew Carey? Neil Patrick Harris.
And it was his first movie.
Oh my God!
And it was actually based on the Gene Tierney film Leave Her to Heaven, which was very controversial in 1947. She was nominated for an Oscar. She murders a paraplegic 8-year-old boy, and at the time. That was, just not done. A woman killing. She lets him drown. She takes him, oh, come on, I'll take you swimming. And she lets him drown right in front of her and watches it. So, yeah.
That was in a movie or real life?
That was...
All right, that's been IMDb check with Daniel Baldwin. No, you're still... Come on, let's give it up for Daniel. Literally... I want to say something I didn't mention. Cleaver. Cleaver's my favorite film you've ever done.
I thought I was so in because I thought for sure, because of the success of The Sopranos, they were actually going to do Cleaver. There was rumored that we would do the movie version of it.
Wait, what do you mean? It's not...
Well, I thought we'd actually do it as a full-length feature because of the spin-off power of that show. But more excited I was, and still has not come to fruition, was the famous last episode of The Sopranos. Because unbeknownst to me, I had done a couple episodes, and I'm watching, of course, like many of them, people who were fans of the show, the last episode. And he turns around and the son says, I want to join the army. And he goes, you ain't joining nothing, you understand me? And he turns around and he walks away and leaves the mother and the son.
That's a great Gandolfini.
And he turns around and that's why I had to play when I did a movie. So he turns around and he drops a script down on the table and he goes, I made a deal with Danny Baldwin. You're going to Hollywood. You're working with him. And I went, thank you, God.
That's awesome.
When they do the Sopranos movie version, I'm in.
That's brilliant.
They never did the fucking version.
Let's talk about the voices real quick. You got a great voice. How about that voice? Can you ever just go into a grocery store to pick up a chicken, just start reading a grocery list and just go, butternut squash?
No, but I definitely, will work. I'll definitely work it on the phone from time to time.
All right, let me ask you about the phone. Do you ever pretend to be your brother Alec on the phone? You ever prank call Tina Fey and go, I can't come into work today because I fought a kangaroo?
No, but I definitely got him the smack many times in high school.
What?
We did a lot of torturous things to each other. One of the things, because we look and sound quite a bit alike, was that when I found out that some girl liked him, I would call her as him.
Oh, man, what'd you say? Hey, we gotta know what you said.
Hey, Connie, hey, it's Alec, how are you? So I was just thinking maybe Friday we'd, maybe go out and hit that party. What do you think? Oh, great, Alec, that sounds so great. Well, of course, Monday morning comes around and there's Alec with the smack. Here's Connie walking up, I waited for you, you fuck! And I turn around down the hallway going, ha ha! Yeah.
That's brilliant. It's brilliant. Speaking of the family, you're a Baldwin. If you had a fifth brother, what would you want to call him?
God, there's so many things.
You got Billy, Alec, Steven, Daniel. What would you call him? I would
have to say I would call him Shithead.
Shithead Baldwin. That's a good one.
Shithead.
That's a good one. Would he be? What do you think the odds are he'd be bald and soft-spoken? Never mind. Forget that.
Yeah, there's not much of a chance.
I wish I hadn't done that part.
Yeah.
What are family reunions like for you guys? I mean, you ever? I imagine it's like Born on the 4th of July. Everyone's there but Alec. Hi-oh.
Oh. Billy was on. He threw me under the bus really hard. We were all on Oprah.
Billy threw you under a bus.
Threw me under the bus on Oprah. Oprah said, "What's it like at Thanksgiving in the Baldwin house? I mean, do you ever all get together?" And we're doing the show with my mother. And so Billy goes, "Well,
you're all there together. Everyone's there."
Yeah, my mom has a breast cancer research fund, and so we raise money to try to save lives.
Yeah.
We've raised millions of dollars now.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, it's really a great thing to be able to concentrate on.
And you do great stuff like that, and then your brother says, "Get under the bus." I don't know where that brother sounds.
So Billy, Oprah asks him, "What's it like, to be there on Thanksgiving?" And Billy goes, "Well, Oprah, there's 2 tables that the Baldwin family have dinner at during Thanksgiving. There's the table that I sit at with all of my family members, and then there's the table that Daniel sits at all by himself."
Oh, boo!
And so I turn around and look over at my brother. I'm like, "Wow, Billy, are you really gonna fuck with me right on Oprah right now?" So I'm not saying anything. I'm doing the fake smile, like, what's he gonna say? And of course, it entices Oprah to ask, well, what's the table that you sit at? And Billy goes, me and my brothers, the rest of us, we all sit at a table for accused felons. And the audience gets a great laugh.
Oh, all right.
And where does Daniel sit? Convicted felons.
Yeah. You guys do have such a great sense of humor. Like, a lot of people didn't know that. I mean, there was a lot of serious films through the lineage, but you and obviously Alec on 30 Rock as well, and you up here slaying them plus Rickles stories. I mean, have you ever thought of just really going? I mean, the comedy route. I mean, I
started as a stand-up comedian.
You started. Tell me about that. What?
Yeah.
Rolled up blazers and.
Yeah, the first gig I ever did.
Yeah. And Jerry's from your town. You guys, Jerry Seinfeld.
Seinfeld had my father for a teacher. Yeah.
Did you hear that? Say it again.
Seinfeld's from Seinfeld. There's two high schools in my town. Massapequa High School, where my father was a school teacher and a football coach. So we played my father, our arch rival, last game of the season. It was awful. And Jerry Seinfeld had my dad for a teacher. So did Ron Kovic from Born on the 4th of July.
Wow, oh my God. The actual Ron Kovic.
The actual Ron.
Wow.
Yeah, so I started, I was, my first time, my first time on stage was at Dangerfields on East 61st.
No kidding.
I've done the Improv in LA and the Comedy Store.
Wow.
Catch.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the things you learn on stage.
Yeah.
Cheers. Hey, I have a gift for you. Right here, this is from our sponsor, Paul Cigars. This is a premium set, the Macanudo.
Ooh, the Macanudo.
The Macanudo. That's for you.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Paul.
Oh, but Paul, don't put the price tag on top. No class.
Which Baldwin Brother is? Give him the $5.95.
No. There's a lot of zeros, man. That's how you do it.
Exactly.
Hollywood family champion. You ever think about having like a feud with another Hollywood family? I mean, you guys are the champs as the Baldwins. Like, which family would you take on if you could?
You mean like physically take on?
I hope.
God, I don't know. I mean,
Gyllenhaals? You could crush the Gyllenhaals with one arm.
Yeah, I mean, I think there lies the really interesting thing about my family. You understand when your last name is Sheen, Carradine, Barrymore, Cusack,
Forman.
Because their fathers, their mothers, their grandparents were in the business. My father was a school teacher. There wasn't an uncle or a cousin or anybody involved before. So
you guys started this. I mean, this started from Alec.
There's where I think the oddity of it lies.
Wow.
My dad was a school teacher. Made $20,000 a year with 6 kids on Long Island. So,
wow, my God.
So
Let's talk. What about how was the competition then? I mean, what was it hand-me-downs? Like, how did that run for you guys?
Well, I got fucked pretty bad on the hand-me-down situation.
Ooh.
Because by the time I was 6 foot, 210 pounds by the time I was a freshman in high school. So I was 14 and I was pretty much my full adult size. I'm 6'1" now. I grew 1 inch after 13.
Holy Jesus God!
So I thought I was going to be like 6'8", and then they all started catching up, remembering all the shit I had done to them, by the way. But so I got screwed in the hand-me-down situation because everyone else got to wear my stuff. I couldn't fit in anybody else's stuff. So they paraded around my brothers with all my cool sweatshirts and college team names and blah, blah, and I didn't get anything.
If you want to fuck back, he said you got screwed there. I mean, you can always, you should be next in line for Kim Basinger, right, Tony?
Oh!
Is she off limits in that? I mean, you'd be next, right?
That's taboo, bro.
I know, that was well, you got to have one of them.
We're reaching deep now. Late in the show.
It's late in the show. We've had something to drink. Let's talk about Portland. What projects are you working on here in Portland?
Well, I've got a few things that we're doing now. I'm about to go to camera on a movie called Wisdom to Know the Difference, which is the 3rd stanza of the Serenity Prayer.
The kids love it. Sci-fi. Right? Is that?
No. The Serenity Prayer, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
That's not science.
So it's a common opening and closing to 12-step meetings. I'm sober by the grace of God, and I really needed to do so.
And I'm sorry. Let me get rid of this.
Yeah, please. Yeah. I don't let that bother you. Here, I'll hold it for you.
Get out of there, Baldwin! I tell you again! I tell you!
So the story is about loosely based on a friend of mine, Bob's, who was kind of a guru of sobriety. He was a crisis interventionist. He's been credited with Steven Tyler, David Bowie. He's gotten a lot of guys that were pretty high-end rock and rollers and actors sober. But his life story, he started, he was a convicted murderer, did 25 years in prison. He got out and got sober in prison and found God and started getting people sober. And the way he did it was he initially started kidnapping them, and he would take them up into the mountains and cold turkey get them sober.
Sure he just wasn't screwing up on his new murder plan?
Yeah. No, he was a really interesting guy, and
You're playing him.
I'm going to play him.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Where will you be shooting that at?
We'll shoot that here in Portland.
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Can I just before we close out with rapid fire, can I suggest one more project?
Please.
You're a Blazer fan, Trailblazers.
I'm a huge Blazer fan.
Come on, Portland Trailblazers! We beat San Antonio last night. Were you there?
I was there.
You were there. A buddy cop movie with the free throw guy. You and the free throw guy, buddy cop movie. It's called Good Cops, Bad Knees. All right. You're Dr. Detective Jack Ramsey.
I'm right. The options and they're endless.
I'll give you a number here.
Yeah. Why don't you have your people call my people?
I'm just kidding. Get out of here. That was fantastic. This has been great. Let's close out with our favorite quiz game we play on the show. Right now, rapid fire. I'll give you the rules. Topics healthcare tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 questions, 3 choices per question. You choose one. I tell you if you're wrong. Daniel, you ready?
Jesus.
You ready?
Right.
On the hot seat. Audience, you ready for rapid fire with Daniel Baldwin? And Tony Roman, please. Here we go. All right. Best Gresham healthcare plan. Is it Methacare? Is it?
Are you going to give me 3 choices?
We're going to move on past that one. We got a lot of silence on Methacare.
No. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to ask me the question and then give me 3 choices that I choose as the answer.
The question is best Gresham healthcare plan.
Yes.
Choice 1, Methacare. Choice 2, stabbing insurance. Question 3, don't be a pussy, Earl. Just put tussin on the bone.
3.
That's right. There it is. They'll give it to you. All right. Worst name for a doc drama TV show. Have you done a doc drama? You did Homicide.
I did Homicide: Life in the Streets for several years. Yeah.
7 years. My goodness gracious.
Several years.
Oh.
It was on for 7. I wasn't on for all of them, babe.
Hey.
Now you know why I'm sober. But anyway.
Worst name for a doc drama TV show. Is it Quack Attack? Is it Emergency Room, Emergency Control Team, ER, ECT? Or is it Gary's Anatomy, which is a Grey's Anatomy spinoff starring a naked Gary Busey? Gary's Anatomy.
I'm gonna give you the hint. I'm gonna smash my head on a motorcycle for a little while. I'm gonna go with Gary Busey.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He said he was smashing his head on a motorcycle for a while. That was pretty much the end. Was that around? That was around Predator 2.
And I know Gary.
You know Gary, right?
I do. I still do World's Dumbest on True TV, a series I've been doing for years.
What is World's Dumbest?
You just don't know my comedic skills.
Well, but baby.
World's Dumbest is when they show the clips of people. The guy's robbing a bank. He's got a mask on. He gets all the way to the door, and he pulls a mask off, not seeing the camera right here. Gets him full.
Oh, and then it goes boing.
And then they cut to me or Busey or Danny Bonaducci or whoever it is.
Wait, you're in the bank? What an idiot! That's stupid.
When he took the mask off, I ran out of the getaway car and go, he didn't mean it! And I looked back up in the camera too. Anyway.
Oh, that's the CGI.
So, but Gary, people talk about, oh my God, whatever happened to him. People forget that the helmet law in California was changed because of Gary Busey.
Oh.
I mean, he hit a curb doing like 60 miles an hour, and it has never been the same.
Well, stop with the mic.
Why not?
Because you're gonna hurt yourself. All right, best doctor name, is it Dr. Acula?
And?
The Reverend Fuzzy Buttons, PhD, play hating degree, and brain surgeon dog. Not brain surgeon dog. He's not a. Or is it Dr. Cox, pediatrician? This is. I said best. I meant worst.
Cox, pediatrician.
He just got him on tape saying that, and then I run and go, well, you shouldn't go on a talk show and repeat that. The True TV show. I thought you were going to cock punch me. Did you see that? I left it open.
And it's definitely not Dr. Phil Asio or any of that.
No, it is.
It is Dr. Phil Asio.
Come on. Get out of here.
Dr. Asio, thank you.
Oh boy, oh boy. All right, top physical sign your body's getting really old is your balls hit the ground when you're playing limbo. It's your balls hit the ground even when you're not playing limbo, or your balls are frequently stretched out for other people to limbo under.
Have at it.
That's correct, come on, that's insane. That's insane. We're going perfect here. Worst attempt at going healthy. McDonald's is the new alternative menu. Or Taco Bell's got real meat in their products. Or is the worst attempt at going healthy, Snooki only sucking down low-fat cocks. Low-fat cocks. Aspartame. Aspartame.
Wow.
Low-fat cocks.
Poor Snooki.
That's correct, that's correct, that's correct. That's correct. Folks, Daniel Baldwin, he's ours now. Let's play him out here, boys. Give it up for my friend Daniel Baldwin. Come on, everybody.